Ciao my friends, in today's video we're going to make a sweet Easter treat, Italian ricotta pie. This is a little different than Pastiera Napoletana. Pastiera Napoletana has the wheat grain in it. This is just ricotta. So in truth, this is not a pie I grew up eating. My family is Napoletano and we eat pastiera, but it is a delicious treat and it has a couple of franny twists because I like to put my own spin on things. So let's get started. So I've already made the pie crust. It's been in the fridge for about an hour. And let me show you how I did that.
Into the food processor, I add 1 stick of butter, which is 1/2 cup of butter, along with 2 cups of flour that are spooned and leveled. Pulse that a few times until you get a crumbly texture. Then I'm going to add in some cornstarch, baking powder, sugar, and a pinch of salt, along with the zest of 1 lemon. Once you've done that, pulse it a few more times just to combine the ingredients. Then I add 1 large egg and 1 large egg yolk to bind the crust. Pulse it until it starts to come together, and when it sticks just like that, when you squeeze it, you're done. Then dump it onto a piece of plastic wrap, squeeze the dough together to form a disc, wrap it tightly, and refrigerate it for at least 1 hour or overnight.
All right, so I'm going to unwrap the pie dough, flour my surface. And we're going to work on the pie dough first and then put it back in the fridge because it's going to come to room temperature because you're handling it. And you really want the crust to be cold when you bake it. So this is pasta frolla. This is sort of the Italian version of pie crust. So I'm just going to cut this into 2 pieces. So I'm actually going to cut it 2/3 of the way and just leave enough for the top for me to make those strips. So I have a bigger piece for the bottom, smaller piece for the strips on top. Now I'm going to sort of form a circle just so that it's easier when I roll it out. And now I'm just going to roll it out to about 1/4 of an inch thick. You want to keep flouring it so it doesn't stick or crack. Keep flipping it over so that the bottom doesn't stick to the countertop. I have a 9-inch pie plate with where the bottom is removable. So I just want to make sure I have it to the right size. It is correct. So I'm going to use my rolling pin to gather up the dough, just like that. Put the pie plate in front of me and then just roll it out, just like that. If it cracks in spots, that's fine. You can press it back together. You just want to press it into this form. And then I'm going to take a paring knife and just sort of cut the edges, just like that. So now you have a beautiful bottom crust. All right, I'm going to gather those pieces because if I have some extra filling, I will make another tiny little pie. It depends on the pie plate you're using. Sometimes the filling is too much for that pie plate and you need to make a little one, or I make like little cupcake size ones. So just gather the pieces up and wrap them up in plastic so that it doesn't dry out. But I'm going to wrap the top piece as well. And the pie plate and these are going to go into the fridge while we work on the filling. Now for the filling. Anytime you're working with ricotta, especially store-bought, we're not talking about impastada, we're not talking about high-end ricotta or homemade ricotta that you drain really well. I'm talking about store-bought ricotta. You have to drain it because it's full of water. And so I have drained this overnight, and as you can see, there's a lot of liquid in this bowl. I actually put a weight on it this time because one of my comments in one of my videos was, if you really want to get it out, put a weight on it. Thank you for that tip. So I have 2 cups of drained ricotta, okay? I also have 4 eggs, room temperature. I have 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar. I have a orange and a lemon. I'm going to zest both of them because I love citrus flavor. I also have a little bit of cinnamon, okay? Because we put cinnamon in the Pastiera Napoletana. So to me, it seems appropriate to put it in this pie as well. And then I have my twist, which is not very Italian. I'm using mini chocolate chips. You don't have to do that. You could put candied fruit. You could put nothing. You can put chopped up, pistachios, cherries, whatever you like. My kids like chocolate chips, so that's what I'm doing. And then we have Strega. If you know, you know. I grew up with this liquor in my house. It tastes delicious, and it's going to give an amazing flavor to this pie. And last but not least, I have Vanillina powder, which is an Italian product, sort of the equivalent to vanilla extract in the States, but it's in powder form and it smells different than vanilla extract in my opinion. So I'm going to use that in this pie, but if you can't get this or you don't have access to it, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract is totally fine. So we're going to start off by beating the eggs and the sugar together. So I'm going to beat them until they're light in color, like a pale yellow. All right, now that they're a thick consistency and a pale yellow color, I'm going to start adding in the zest of my lemon and my orange and then all the different scents before we add in the ricotta. I've added in the orange and lemon zest. Now I'm going to add in that vanillina powder. And these are, this is a 1 portion in a packet. You throw the whole packet in. And then I'm just going to add just a dash of cinnamon. Not necessarily, it's up to taste. Just like a little bit like that. All right, now we're adding in that strega. That smells so good. So we're going to do a tablespoon of that. And we're going to do a little for me. Cheers. Delicious. All right, we're going to give that a little mix. And now I'm going to add in my drained ricotta. And give that a little mix till it's nice and smooth. And now for my little non-traditional twist. I'm sure there's other people that do this. I didn't invent putting chocolate chips in here, but it's not traditional. And when I do something that's not traditional, I like to say it because then everyone says, well, that's not a traditional ricotta. It's not. This is not what normally goes in this pie. So I'm going to do 1/3 of a cup of mini chocolate chips. Okay, so for the chocolate chips, we are not going to use the mixer. We are going to fold it in. And every time I say that, I think of Catherine O'Hara. We're going to fold it in. All right, friends, I've taken my pie crust out. It's nice and cold. I'm going to pour this filling into the pie crust. Let's see how much of it I can get in there. Nope, I might be able to do all of it. There's a tiny bit left that I can probably put into a little cupcake tin, which I may do. I don't want to overfill it because this is going to rise when it bakes. So now we're going to form our strips for the top. All right, we're going to flour our surface, flour the top, and roll it out, flipping it occasionally so it doesn't stick. All right, you don't want to make these strips too thin. So I actually folded mine over a little bit because I rolled it out too thin. And you want to cut your strips. Just like that. I'm actually going to cut it on the other side, just on the edge to give it that design. There we go. All right, so I have my pie here. And I'm just going to lay these. This one's longer, so I'll lay it in the middle. We're not going to do the traditional 7 strips because this is not a Pastiera Napoletana, so you don't need the 7 strips. And now that I'm looking at it, I think I want to add 2 more strips just for symmetry. So I'm going to roll out a little bit more dough. All right, I added a couple more strips. I think that looks a lot better. We're just going to brush our strips with some milk so they get golden brown. And we're going to place this onto a baking sheet gently and into the oven at 350 degrees for about 45 minutes. It should be 160 degrees in the center to know that it's cooked. All right, my friends, it's out of the oven. It took about 52 minutes to get to where I wanted it to be, nice golden brown on top. And now I'm going to set it in the refrigerator overnight. You want this to sit and set because the flavors will marry and it will taste so much better tomorrow. So we're going to cut a piece tomorrow. All right, my friends, it's the next day and it's time to try this. And actually, my kids already ate 2 pieces, so we're going to try it now. So I'm just going to cut a little sliver because I am taking some of this to my mom's house and we're going to be having coffee together. So we'll just have a little taste test before coffee this afternoon. So you can smell the citrus, you can smell the vanilla. You've got those little chocolate chips dotted throughout. It's nice and moist. It's so good. All right, my friends, I hope you enjoyed my version of Easter ricotta pie. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my recipes. I want to wish you and your families a happy Easter, Buona Pasqua, and I'll see you on the next video. Ciao, my friends.